Well, hello everybody. It is Catfish Tyler. That's right, King Catfish Tyler here to say hello to you this evening for a brief, maybe 10-15 minute video and kind of a recapture of all of today's events, right? Said I might do this at 8 o'clock and I'm doing it. So back to the main page, and here we go. We'll get in on this and start showing you what's going on here. And we're going to pull my size of my image here down a little bit, and then we'll be right on our way to what I want to show you as briefly and quickly as I possibly can. So here we go. We're going to pull this down here, and we're going to come over here, and we're going to pull this up. What are we going to see? My home page. Don't need to be there. We need to be over here. There you go. Look at what happened in the last few minutes. If you were watching, they had this down in the early after hours to $10 and a penny, 10:01, 10:02 or so. It didn't work for them. 10:01 didn't last. 10:02, just like all day, it didn't work for them. And I predicted that it was going to run in the last 10 to 15 minutes, and it sure is exactly what happened. So that's one thing that I predicted that was good that happened. And I want to show you this that happened too, historical data. I also predicted we were going to see, after the downgrade, a series of higher lows, just like the last time. So here's the downgrade. Here's the low. Yesterday, folks, 972 and now 986 low today, right? Forget about this little bit here. That's nothing. Because look at the gain here from 960 to 1170, folks. That's $2.10 up, right? How much has the drop been off the high now? 1170 to 1017. Well, that's not $2.10, right? We're still up and they're still hurting. Bring that to your attention. Look here. Even on the day of the earnings and then the next day's downgrade, look at the low, higher than the day before. See this? Yep. Look closely, folks. I'm showing you the things that matter. Also, last earnings call, look how much volume was used against this stock on May the 1st. The price had closed at 623 on Friday, had a great earnings on Monday morning, released that earnings, the price jumped 29 cents up to 652, and then look at the volume, 125 million, another 115, that's 240, then another 65. So now we're at 300 million, and the day they got it down on 660, 360 million to get the low at 459. As I pointed out to you already, from that price, in less than 1 month and 10 days, the price had already gone to this price here, 1023, up 55%. So here's another downgrade that they came at us. This was from our competitor and shareholder, Morgan Stanley. This is the day they downgraded us, right? And they had $58,800,000 worth of this stock when they downgraded it to a higher price than the last downgrade. And the downgrade, this last one, was a downgrade from an individual at KBW who had a previous target of $2.50, and he raised his target up to $7.50. But that's a downgrade, people. Okay, that's a downgrade. Making sure you're aware of this. All right. Now, you just got to give me a second here. Take care of a little business. See what he's saying. Did he respond? Awesome. Really? Yes. Yes. Just say when. And where. Okay. Yeah. Oops. My typing. Here we go. Doing a little business here. All right. Here we go. Oh, man, though. Called a couple of things. So not only did I call that we were going to see several days in a row, just like the last time. I'm not just guessing at why these things are going to happen. I'm using history to show you why they're going to happen. Right? On the last May 1st downgrade, I've shown this so many times, but I'll show it again. Here it was, the downgrade took it, May 1st, on the earnings, but the downgrade came from Chia Dude here on the 445 drop on a guy who has no score whatsoever for grading stocks. His name here, I'm going to bring it up again. I'm running into time, but I'm going to do it. I don't care. stock picks. Here he is. Wedbush downgrade on the 15th. Look at this clown. He hasn't even got a star. He doesn't even got a star rating, folks. He's picked a winner 119 out of almost 300 times. You could do much better with a quarter, or flipping a quarter, folks. I'm telling you. Look at him rating 8,367. He's scraping these with catfish 8,556. You couldn't even get much lower, folks. And look at this guy. So there's the one responsible for the drop. I wanted to show you one more time. I just love doing it. And then after that drop, look how many days in a row the price went up on this downgrade. And I'm telling you, on this last downgrade we just had 2 days ago from KBW, we're going to see the same result we've seen with every downgrade. But look at this one here. He downgraded this on May the 15th. The price earlier had been 502, opened at 517. He downgraded it, and it was at 445 the next day, folks, on the 15th when he did that. And by the way, CEO Anthony Noto purchased $800 million worth of stock that day, 880 something thousand shares that day, right? I've shown you this before. Probably part of the volume. Look at the volume was 103. He piled in on 80 something thousand of that right there, folks. Just so you know. So it wasn't all the working down. He bought in, he helped it go right back up, because look at the next few days after that downgrade from Chia Pet. And we're going to have an annual party on May the 15th. I suggest we have a Sofi Chia Day, right? We all have a bunch of Chia, maybe the pinatas or something we can swing at. And they'll have money falling out of it. All this money, $100 bills just falling out. Because that's what we made on this guy's decision to downgrade our price on SoFi to $2.50. Am I right? I am right. Because look, after that downgrade, how many days it was up. One more time to show you all. Briefly, we're going to touch on it. It's just so fun to do. I'm sorry. Here's the lows. 445, 1 day up, 2 days up, 3 days up, a penny down. Just 1 penny, folks. Then 4 days up, 5 days up, 6 days. Whoop, on this day, down a little, right? So we got 4 out of 6. Then we go on 4 out of 7. And after that, it's a total tear. 4 out of 7. And then look at here, from 522, 5 out of 8, 6 out of 9, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 11, 9 out of 12, 10 out of 13, right? You seeing this? 11 out of 14, 12 out of 15, 13 out of 16, 14 out of 17 days, 15 out of 18, 16 out of 19, 17 out of 20, right, folks? After Chia's downgrade. And then here came the one. And then, folks, it just keeps going. I'm telling you, it's something like 21 days or something, and 17 or something were green, just up, 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 up. And then they came out with another downgrade, and they've done it so many times, and there was the price, $8.77. Next thing you know, after that downgrade, where was it? $9.09, $9.28, $9.41. I mean, folks, forget about any downgrades being detrimental to this stock. It just affords us another great buying opportunity, okay? That's all it does. Good chance for us to make money. Who was with me today that bought right here when I came on this morning for my live show? Go watch my live video, folks. It's not just here on these videos that I do, full videos, but I'm also doing live videos during the daytime. Sometimes I'm on 5 or 6 hours. Today I knocked myself off by mistake, so it was a shorter video. And then another one, so I did 2 today. But I had to, because I tried to show everybody Market Chameleon and how the short positions are compared to the longs, the calls versus the puts. And most of the calls today were put when the price was, most of the puts today were placed on this stock when the price was at $10.02. There were several that were put in at $10.13. Also a lot of puts there. But the other ones that in the afternoon that put at 10:02, they're losing their butts again, just like many others, all these people over the last month that have lost money on this stock. So hope that is something that you're enjoying and understand what's going on. What I'm trying to show you is that we've got all kinds of good signals here coming off of this stock again. And especially when we get to this chart, look at this gorgeous chart here at the end of the day. Look at this thing. And the stochastic is not over the top here yet, still even. A triple upside crossover, 6:42 p.m. I called it Told you earlier today it was going to close and it was going to run up in the last 10, 15 minutes, just like it did in the actual hours today during the regular session, right? Called it because I also called a gap up tomorrow. And we're going to see that in the morning. Now, in the early pre-market, when the volume's low, they may come at it hard. You might get a good opportunity to get in the 988 range one more time. So if you get up when I do at 7, well, I get up at 4, but if you get up at 7, then you're ready. You might get at 7:15 a good chance to get this at the low of the day. I'm predicting 7:15 a.m. tomorrow, the lowest price we're going to see. And after that, if you can get in there, and don't dive in. I don't want anybody diving in because the water's getting very shallow down here. There's not a lot left down there to splash around and play in, folks. It's getting shallow. So don't dive in. You're wading into it. Start at 7:15, pick you up 10, pick you up 25 or whatever you want. Wait, watch as it keeps going up through the pre-market. Come on in. If it's rising, just keep piling into it, right? I'm telling you, folks, that we're going to see a springboard tomorrow on this thing, and it's not going to be pretty for the shorts, and it hasn't been all along, right? I keep trying to reiterate to everyone, the main thing, the most important thing for you to understand is that if you look at today's chart, even though it was red by 3 cents, right? It says 3 cents red. Well, guess what? It wasn't red at all. It's completely even. And I got news for you too. Look at all these other charts. What about the week? Has it been red during the week? No, it's green. Well, it had to have been red over the month. The shorts had to make somebody, right? No, it's majorly green. And they shorted down here, folks, at eights and so. So they're bear trapped big time, these people. Well, you think, well, certainly they have to have made the shorts have made some money over the last 6 months. So let's look at that. God, no. Look at them that shorted down in here, and they're still holding these positions, people. That's why I'm telling you, the biggest pop is yet to come. We're just seeing the surface here. I've gone back and shown you these 1-year charts and how many people were shorting in massive amounts of volume to run Sofi out of business. See, shut them down. But that didn't happen, and all the while they're doing all that, look what was happening. Earnings beating the street, revenues doubling almost. Coverage says 4 strong buy, 4 buy, all these things hold. And then Yahoo's got something over here, one analyst that says sell. I don't know what this gimmick is. It's got a rating 2.7 recommendation. What is this game they're playing there? I don't know. I pointed out this too, in case you didn't realize this, that for the longest time now, for the last probably 4 months, they've had a target price of $8.11. They finally came around to thinking maybe we won't have any credibility if we're too far off. So let's move this up closer, because if it goes to 12 or 13, we can't be at 8.11. That'll be $5 off. People will be the laughing stock, right? Just saying it. Could be wrong. But I'm showing you a few things I think you find interesting that I think are very valuable points of interest. And what it all points to me to is excellent upside potential from here. And one catalyst is all it's going to take to push us to $13. And I'm going to go here finally for the final part of this today. I'm not going to stick around long. Like I said, it's going to be short and sweet. And I'm going to try to do a preview with you so that I can see and comment with you while you're watching this evening here at about 8:30. So let's go right here to this chart. And yep, 8:22. So we'll probably see this about 8:30, 8:40. Okay. Look at this thing, people. Come on over here with me. Join in the fun. Look at it's off the chart, right? It's off the chart, people. Look at this, the pitch line changing more and more acutely upward, all right? Don't be deceived by the daily BS. This is what is really happening. This is the 1-year chart, people, I'm showing you. This is long-term thinking. Look at it going off the screen. Look at that. You see it? Man, oh man. And then if you look at this 1-day chart, look right here what happened at the close, right? Right at the close. On the 1-day chart, here it comes. You'll see it here. Zooming in on it. So 1 day, 1 minute at intervals, right? That's what we want. 1 day, 1 minute. Here it is. Do it one more time because I think I'm not getting to see it, but I want you to see this. Point it out to you, and it'll be the last thing I show you. Make you feel good. I bet you'll feel good about this. One day. Here we go. You see this right here? What I'm showing you, folks, is if you zoom in on this, this is a splash close attempt showing $4.57 million worth of this stock dumped at the close to make the close be lower than yesterday's closing. But it ended up at yesterday's closing at 8 o'clock, didn't it? 10:08. They didn't have any effect. $4.57 million dumped at the very last minute, trying to make this a splashed close, meaning trying to make it look less momentum up and price rising. They tried to show that it fell all on merit just for the sake of it. But then the thing just took off after, because I'm going to zoom in now. Look at this picture when I refresh the page here. Okay. Here we go. Because I zoomed in real tight and I'm refreshing now. Right. Now I'll come over here. Look here. You'll see it in a second. Hold on. Almost there. Okay. That chart I just showed you for the 1-day chart, it just showed this huge sell here, didn't it, at the end, 457, right? But look at the real last minute. Look here. 495,000 shares. They came in. But they're not showing you that on the 1-day chart, are they? The one I just showed you. They eclipsed the big splash close and came in huge. And part of the reason the price kept going up after hours and went to 10:08. Okay? And why we're going to see a pop in the morning. Spike's coming. I'm telling you, spike is coming. And tomorrow, I almost absolutely guarantee you, we're going to see history repeat itself. And we're going to see that this chart has another new higher low tomorrow. Okay? The support will come in even stronger on this tomorrow. And I'm almost certain of it. So, as you kept seeing, as I showed you, even on the day that they beat the street and the price went up 20%, the next day's low was higher, even though we were attacking and they went after it and knocked the high down 60 cents. Look at the low. And then here, they couldn't go after the high. They went for the high and the low on this little pizzly volume compared to what they used back on May the 1st, the last time, 125 million. Folks, I honestly believe they're completely out of pop. They just don't have any more in their court gun, right? I'm sorry. It's like the BB gun that they use at Mayberry RFD. They're trying to shoot the star out with a crooked barrel. And then the BBs that drop as they get to it. So they don't have anything left in their pop. There's no more fizz in their soda. There's no more. That's my call. I'm going to let it go now. See you, David Cheeverine. We're going to have a May 15th every year Chia Day, right? Adios, amigo. We'll look at some ratings from people like Andrew Jeffries, who's calling on a $16 price target, and someone named Ford James, F-O-O-R-D, who's calling on $20. It has a great article on Seeking Alpha. I already showed you this before, so go check it out. Seeking Alpha, James Ford, F-O-O-R-D. Read his unbelievable analysis that is so well strung out, and so I've read it to you here in the past. So anyway, that's it for tonight. Thank you for being here. I'm going to put the screen down. I'm going to pop this up. Like I said, it's going to be short and sweet. Hopefully I made it short and sweet. So we're going to end it now, and I'm going to say thank you very much for being here with me. I hope that you like this information. I hope you find it valuable. I am not a financial advisor. I just show you what I see, what I think, what I feel, right? And I wish you the most happiness. I wish you great prosperity. And as always, I think most of all and most importantly is good health. Don't eat processed foods, folks. Eat lots of berries and nuts and fruits and stuff, and you'll live a longer, happier, healthier life. And also, the last thing, as always, is that I hope you're surrounded with love, okay? And that you have something to believe in. You have to have something to believe in. Believe in something, folks. Make a commitment. It's just the way I think. So again, I thank you for being here. Appreciate the like. Appreciate you sharing with your friends. Appreciate you telling others about me and about all the folks. I'm now almost to 800 subscribers. So I'm very climbing quickly, all because of people like you that I thank you so much for. And please, if you want to, you can go to my last live broadcast. And down there, if you feel like donating to me to help my cause, there's a Cash App link on my down there in the chat area. And if you feel like helping me out and you like what I'm doing and you want to hear more, then you can contribute a little bit and I'll be grateful. And if you don't have the money, just if you have a music provider, go to Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, any of those, and just put my name in and subscribe. Listen, stream every once in a while. I think you'll be surprised by some of the songs that I put out there with all my friends around the world over the last 40 years. And I have about 70 of them on that on there online. So hey, that's it for tonight. I'm going to cut this out. And the last thing it is, whoa, ladies and gentlemen, I sure do thank you for being here with King Cat and me, the king of all cats today, Carlos Rodriguez, who had to be King Cat today. He got the award for bringing out some very valuable information today about the fact that we have futures at $15, all kinds of covered things going on. So, folks, everything looks good today. Everything looks great. Oh, thank you for being down here at the bottom with us. And we're going to say that we hope you have a wonderful night. And that's all from now. King Cat says, adios, amigos. Hasta la luego. Auf Au revoir. Arrivederci. And all the other things that you say to say goodbye. So I'm out of here. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for coming. Don't forget to like, share, and hit that notification button. Bye-bye.